Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name's Darren Hancock. I'm your host today on November 9th, Thursday, 2023. And here we are in the markets. I'm looking at NASDAQ here. Let's have a look at the usual annoying part for those people who are in early on this. Let's see where we are with... Are we still live? Let me double check my channel. Yes, we are live. And I'm the only one here so far. That's good. That's good. All right. Welcome. What do we got going on here? So here's the the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones. S&P, see how these last 3 days, we've got an up and we have a small reverse or a little higher high yesterday. Higher high yesterday in the Dow. See that? So we've got like a little swing point. We're starting up here, and yet the E-mini S&P is on a run. So of the pairs or of the groupings, we're looking at E-mini S&P for our potential setup for the day. Looking for it to run these old highs out here. It looks like Dow Jones ran its old high over here already. The NASDAQ ran its old highs, and S&P still hasn't run its highs yet. So this guy right here is the last to pull its socks up. So we're looking for E-mini S&P to run this high today. We're through the threshold of that candle. We're into this daily fair value gap. So let's look at E-mini S&P. Let's put this on the 4 hour. I just learned this from my buddy Gary yesterday. I can star all these and pick the times I like. I can add them to my chart. Oops. Up here. So let's just go to the 4 hour. I like that gap over here on the 4 hour. The 1 hour, what's that showing us? E-mini S&P. Still inside this range. 15 minute. The 1 minute. Banging right off of that Daily fair value gap here. Okay. Keep an eye on that one. Lauriston, how you doing, buddy? My fellow firefighter buddy, Lauriston. That was a dandy little call you had there yesterday, my friend, with the Dow Jones. That little pound down that you had there. This little run down yesterday. Or was it there? No, we're here yesterday. No, where is it? Hang on a second. 8th. 7th, 8th. Yeah, it was this round down here. Oops. Damn, I just moved that. There we go. Alright, yes, that was a nice trade. All right. I'm still trying to train my eye to look at these 4 charts at one time. It can be kind of distracting, so it's like I want to see further back. I'm not going to settle for this little piece here or make it really small, or just keep popping it up in size all the time. I like this run up into this, take out these equal highs here as well. Looking for a long and down now, yeah. I like to see that get back into this area here. Yeah, I'd like to see this. And we call this the breaker. Those 2 candles there, I'd like to see it come down here. Clip these. Actually, right inside that breaker line would be really nice, because that would bring us right to that little fair value gap that's sitting right down in here. If we can see that run in here and touch anywhere inside here for a long, I'd like to see that. We'll see what happens in the next couple of minutes. After the 909 release. Wait to see what happens after the 909 gets taken. This right here. On Dow. Markers in hurt locker mode. 393. $44.07, $44.10. Okay. Let's see on the S&P.
Alright folks, I have 10 contracts ES drawdown on 1.75 handles. So I'm going to try to do a long here, get right back into the fair value gap, long true days inversion, and there we go. Now I pressed it, but I didn't feel me.
I do like the run above here into this gap today. I want to see what that does below this low here on the futures E-mini S&P. Looking at 655 low now. These are regular trading hours, only electronic trading hours. Okay, he's back. $734. A gap here and a gap here. What have we got here? Let's look at quick look at British pound. I still think British pound has the potential to come down and fill the rest of that fair value gap there. So look for that to get back into this level here for a short. You have consolidation. We've swept the highs. Break down. Come back into this swing. So this last up close candle was a swing below this low. Not a significant low, but I like that return to here. We have a breaker here. Last down close candle before run above these highs. So we've come back and hit that for a short down below those lows. So this is a trade you could be in once it broke these highs here. That's the short on the hourly. On the 15-minute breaker runs above these old highs, break down below. So we swept the highs, equal highs here. We've run down below this, come back into this breaker and trade it short. So I'm going to put that as a paper type trade right here. We're going to call this one a short from here on the 1 minute. Let's look at how that panned out on a 1 minute. Let's make this as big as I can without okay, so here's where the sweep of the highs happened. Break in structure. Inside this fair value gap, come back up. The bodies respect the midpoint of that. We break down below this little swing impulse. We run the lows. Then when we come back, we're coming back to mitigation block, if you want to call that, there inside the fair value gap right here. So this is smart money reversal. Accumulation distribution. Right inside this level here. Second stage accumulation and distribution. That's a unicorn level right there. Second level of accumulation and distribution is a unicorn setup for a big run down. Very nice. Right in the highs. Consolidation. We swept the consolidation. Ran above it. We've come back to this breaker. We're nailing the breaker on the top, running the highs, run the lows. You're inside here now. Fair value gaps acting as inversion. I'm wondering what that would look like if I pull the fib tool from here to here. %, right on the money. Now let's do this. Let's turn this into a swing projection. And let's reverse it. And we're just looking for the higher time frame close of 122.25, 120. Fall will take us right down below these old lows here.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great.
How was work last night?
Went really, really slow.
Be great if you could turn this into a full-time job and dictate your own hours, hey?
Yeah, that definitely be good. I only got 7.5 years left, so
Yep.
by that time I should be have hopefully figured this stuff out.
So he's looking at yeah, you're looking for a fill of this regular trading hours. Lauriston, you know, if you're looking for a long, it'll open up here. Now it's coming back to fill the regular trading hours on the 1 minute at least. So we're coming back and filling that in. Then you could get further upside. And yeah, there's that potential run into here. I like that return to here. Server is popping up. I long to see this breaker give us some support. I'm going to see it get above it, come back, get some support at it, continue pushing for higher prices. So you may not be off yet, Lauriston, with your Mashigo. Mashigo, is that how you spell it? Respect Mashigo. Hello. Oh, he's gone. Well, we had a guy in there for a short period of time. Sorry I missed you there, Mashigo. Yeah, look for that gap to fill this morning, and then we'll look for the 10 o'clock. Still more, even the S&P for today, there's a third candle higher. We have neither one of these guys is making a new higher high. They're not breaking yesterday's high yet. Nasdaq was close. Dow Jones hasn't. S&P has. So we have a, for me, more strength in the S&P than the NASDAQ or the Dow. So NASDAQ has a run for daily fair value gap above. These are relative equal highs here now. So you want to see Dow Jones start pushing back up, and I want to see E-mini S&P start really digging into this fair value gap 50% higher. I want us to start breaking these old highs here. British pound stuck in the middle of that fair value gap right now. The bodies are respecting the midpoint, so we could see this consolidation off that breaker support, and now we could see this as a potential reversal, leaving that little piece open inside that daily, that fair value gap on the opposite side, and we could start to see a run up. So look for something that supports a break. So look for this. If we lose this fair value gap right here on the 15-minute or the hourly, and we lose the midpoint of that breaker right there, then upside. If we find support in here, downside. US CAD. We have a small break in structure here. Run back up to the breaker, right off the breaker perfectly. Leave that piece open, run down. So we are pretty much between this order block here and that breaker. So you've hit off the breaker nicely. You've come back to the order block and tagged it. So you're a little more bullish than bearish. We want to see this thing lose strength if you want to continue on the upside on the daily. See that run right up into here on the 1 minute. New Zealand dollar. A consolidation breakout. I do like this return to this daily fair value gap. Old high here. You want to see it really break this high here before you see a big dip down, but I do like this here as well. We're inside this daily inversion or daily fair value gap right now. You want to see this hold price if you want to continue the upside. That would make for an interesting price leg up higher. What's British pound doing in there? New Zealand. There we go. Broke the highs. I'd like to see that come back into here. These equal highs here. I'm going to put a low line there just so I can see it. I'd like to see that come back to there. Listen, machine go. Not sure if it took the long or short ATM, waiting to see what happens. Waiting to see what happens. Mishango at Lauriston. Here, let's wait. Yeah, you're waiting for the Dow Jones as well. Okay, that's been filled nicely. Yeah, another 10 minutes or so. All right, let me pick one and stick with it today. I think I'm going to go with the S&P today. Your spelling correct. I'm getting a key off of this Fair Value Gap Daily. See how it's kind of opened up right on it. We swept these lows here. We're going to dip right into this Fair Value Gap down here. We just swept the lows here, so I'm looking for a return back here.
I'm looking for shorts on pound and euro.
Yeah. That's hard to call on that one because it's sitting right in the middle of the fair value gap there. And you have a consolidation on the 1 minute. You got this consolidation, you broke out above it, you come back, found support at this breaker, and now you're driving for higher prices. So look at the larger part of that whole range. If you take that whole range, you're already over 50% of that range. Let me just reverse this. So you're looking at 62% right here. Back to that little accumulation there. Consolidation.
That's the midnight open too.
Ah, yes, okay. Midnight opens at 6 there, right?
Yeah.
So 6 would be right. 6.
Or no, 7.
Oh, 7, sure.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m. so it's 7. Oh, you have it.
I'm at New
UTC
York time,
minus
so
5.
it would
Yeah,
be
so it's
like wherever midnight is back here somewhere.
literally at midnight.
Yeah.
000. So,
Yeah, you're hitting that right. Yeah, you've already just gone over it now.
yep.
So 79 is a run above these highs. 62. It's almost puts you at 62% retracement. That might be yeah. Yeah, if you see something, let me know. I'll get back to this guy here. Let's get back to our while NASDAQ is going. Dixie just looking, just took Wednesday's low. Right back into this breaker. 3 minutes. Dixie just took the Wednesday's low. Started making a whole bunch of these folders over here now. So I have a whole bunch of Canadian companies, energies, Forex, and I've just started to load them up in here, creating subfolders for them so I can quickly access them if I need them. My buddy was showing me how to build these folders in here yesterday. And then I got the app, so then I can just create the tabs across the top instead of just trying to keep my browser open.
Oh, nice.
So now every time I access the app, all this stuff will be there, and if my browser crashes, I don't have to reload everything back in again. So we should have more downside on dollar. We've come back up, filled that fair value gap here inside this breaker. So now you want to see this lose. I would like to see this right back into this breaker again here. Just take the Wednesdays alone. $8 o'clock. So 10 o'clock your time, I guess.
Yep.
the 4 hour right now. $43.90. Now I'm looking for, I'll put the 5-minute here. Did you get yours look the same as mine? Like, does it look like it's actually behind the time there? Yeah, that is. That's not giving me an accurate by the minute. It's like 7 minutes behind. You see that?
You might have a different, the broker different. And what's the D up top next to the where it says S&P 500 E-mini futures 1 CME? What's the little D right there next to it?
The little D. Oh, that's
yeah. See right there. I think it's delayed. Yeah, delayed. That is delayed. So switch the broker from CME to somebody else.
Oh, okay. Let me see how. There's only one other broker. That's this guy here, isn't it? Yes. I'm just gonna switch it.
Click the down arrow on it because there's different ones that you could pick. See the little down arrow on the left side there, next to the logo of the 500. Right there. Click
that one there.
Yep. Yeah, and then just type in ES and then without the exclamation. And then you can pick the other ones.
E-mini futures.
Do ESZ 2023. Oh no, that one's delayed too. That one's the.
Okay, well, I'll just go with my. I can see it on my.
Yeah, CME's delayed.
Let's stick with NASDAQ then. What do we got here? Okay, I'm long on the ES, the E-mini S&P. I have all my other broker. Let's look at, so I'd like to see that get back into here. And then start taking these long for your, oh, these are all delayed as well? Oh, fuck. Gonna waste my time with that shit. Delayed broker crap. British pound, how are we doing here? This guy's lined up. So we're already well over that 90, that,
It didn't break this structure coming back down, but
we're sitting right on top of this right here, this 2-candle breaker, like a 2-day breaker here above these old highs. So it ran up there and it's coming back to the top of it. See how the bodies are respecting the top of that candle? And so it's the midpoint. We're back into this fair value gap in here on the 1 minute. We've come back into that little candle here. If we come back up to that breaker, I'm getting alarms going off here. S&P, it says. Break in structure, come back in. That makes sense. I was short. Don't know why I was short. That makes sense. That would be a short now. Dow Jones. 1 minute. I get a short, Lauriston. Let's go back in here. It's gonna short the Dow. We're coming up for the 12 minutes after the hour. I'll be looking at my old trades.
Up, down. Came back down. 50% of that. We're going higher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're going higher now.
Yep. That's the guy right there we're looking at. As soon as we give up this guy here, and this guy here is the one you want to get support off of, which are, we want to see this one hold support price now on top. I'd like to see it react off of here. Let's look at Dow Jones. I don't have that in my chart. What I do now is 30 templates. So bodies, you want to see the bodies hold there, come back, just grab this and then start pushing up higher. We can get inside here. And Lauriston, you're looking for that little fill on the 1 minute? Just above you there? If you're looking for, look at your Dow on the 1 minute. You got this little pocket right here. You got little imbalances up here. That little imbalance looks good. I like that there, because that look for that. Here, wake up. If you're gonna get short, there's little ones up here. See what kind of reaction you get off this area here. I'm jumping around all over the place here today. Come back off that order block. We're through the midpoint of this already. Alright, let me get this out of the way here. So British pound. I like that little piece right here.
Is it rejecting off that order block though? There at the top.
This is in the midpoint already. We're already through the threshold of it. So we might have. All we've got left up here is the rejection block in that wick. But we have a little pocket of fair value up here that hasn't been filled yet. We have mitigation here. Well, if you count that as a swing, then breaker. Not a significant breaker, but it's still a breaker nonetheless because we broke an old high. Yeah, it's running up now. That would have been the opportunity to get in there, but we didn't get anything. Yep, there you go. That's the fill. Look for 1717. Is that little pocket right there? Yeah. Get long right there. Is it going to come back and tag it now? We're back inside this one here. Oh, it's a little guy right there. Oh, I didn't even see that one right there.
That's the 12-minute candle too.
Is it? Oh, it is. That was a quick little run up there. There you go. Finally came back and hit that 910 or 10.9.
Not clean all week.
No. How's Larson's one doing? Oh, Larson's is not, never reached up there, kept going down. No opportunities yet. I like that return to the top of the fair value gap again. We still have this breaker up here. On the 15-minute. Yeah, not very clean.
Nope.
Right inside that fair value gap now is a fill. No, you don't want to see that. I don't want to see it enter into that thing again now. Let's get out of here. Above that high. Start running. If it keeps coming back through it, then on the wrong side there. I'm out. Looking back in here now for 5 minutes. Optimum trade entry.
I'm out.
Yeah.
That's 2 days in a row. I gave up my gains in London into New York.
Yep. I gave up mine.
It's gonna be a break-even week. Next Wednesday, the 15th, I won't be on.
Okay.
I got training at work.
Training.
Yeah. I got a mandatory 40 hours a year.
Oh, really? It's all like
Yeah.
takedowns and submissions and that kind of stuff?
No, it's all how to treat people. This one's all stupid stuff that the Attorney General just passed. So it's all like stupid stuff.
Got it. You guys have to do first aid and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, we got that was in, I had CPR training and everything in, I think it was June. That's every year. It doesn't have to be till every 2 years, but we do it every year.
Is it just CPR, or do you have to do like standard first aid or anything like that?
No, it's just basically just CPR.
Just CPR. If they're dead, then you work them for a bit.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't want to keep them alive if they're bleeding or something.
Well, the nurses do it.
You got nurses inside the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So we secure everyone down and let the nurses and doctors do their thing. Call the paramedics. That was last year, August 6th, I think it was. I found a dead guy
Oh, yeah.
in my dorm. Yeah, he died at seen him moving on the camera at 1:30 when I did my 2 o'clock walk around the unit.
Right.
I was like, Stuart wasn't answering. I went in there and nope.
Nothing, hey?
Yeah, that was a long night.
Yeah, I bet. Nasdaq's anyone that's just made this new high. S&P made a high and started peeling. And Dow Jones failed to make an old high above yesterday's high. I think it just broke yesterday's low. It did break yesterday's low. So Dow Jones is so much more heavier than these two.
Respect just asked, what do you think about the NASDAQ?
The NASDAQ? NASDAQ.
Austin missed a short at 1022 on NASDAQ.
S&P. Why is this Dixie? And that say Dixie. I have a NASDAQ in here somewhere. NASDAQ, US dollar, give me S&P. This should be it here. I don't have that in there at all. Okay, well let's quickly do this. Oops. Indices, next futures, NASDAQ, 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 NASDAQ. Done and dusted. Move that down to here. There we go. Yeah, we just dipped into this little 4-hour fair value gap here. That high there is 5375. Today's low 5377. So it's like 2 pipette type of things, 2 cents away from, or $2 away from that fill of that fair value gap there. Let's pull back into that range on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, we look like we've got a consolidation, return to breaker, fill the fair value gap here. Well, not quite fill, so we're about halfway through that, into that 2-hour breaker, and then break below lows, coming back up into make it a little bigger so you can see it. Mitigation. We don't have old highs that are broken, so mitigation. %50 of this. Put you in here. Where's a 15-minute put you in this guy here? So the bottom of that, inside this order block, we're pretty close to a potential reversal here. And then your 1 minute. That's 5 minute. Is this thing still even up to the right time? This could be, is this still delayed?
No, I don't think so. You don't have the little D next to it.
Okay. Let me take this one and stretch it out. Why is that not working right? 3 minute. There we go. They come back into this here. Mitigation. Well, I think you still got a more downside here. If you look at this run here,
Of course, I closed my trades for a loss of whatever I made this morning in London, and now they're turning around. It looks like.
was it just?
See now what? I mean, I know you said it for like the 2 months I've been trading with you or
shit.
so.
Yeah, I took mine out too.
That 12th minute, if we start the silver bullet then at the 12th minute,
Yeah,
basically look for the second fair value gap.
right.
That 12th minute on the pound, if that's the first fair value gap and we're then bullish, it turns bearish. That 1027 candle, or I guess it would have to be the 1025 candle is lower than the 1002 candle, and that 1031, would that be the market structure shift? And then, and it goes back up, it fills that 1012 gap, which it just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gonna fly.
Shit. Yeah. It just swept these lows here
Yeah.
at the 10 o'clock open. Just swept the lows, and now it's running back up. I was in up here, and then took out down here, so I pretty much gave all my profits back, and here it's reversing, so it's heading for the higher objective that we were looking for. So there's your 1008,
Which is what London's high at 123.085. But it just hit that block from
this
the 5:27 a.m. fair value gap. And where is my rectangle? Here to here. Drag across. Now that at 1017 spiked above it.
So we have a little consolidation, break above, and eventually return to the top of the consolidation, right to it, and then reject off into that breaker, that big run down here, and now it's reversing again. Looking at this mitigation, well, actually it'd be a breaker, I guess, if you look at it from that run there. So keep your eye on this guy right here.
There's no gap. No. Where's this lit? So it's right now it's in the 1023 fair value gap. And now it just broke through it. And the next one would be the 1025. Jeez. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
That's a beat you up market there. This is the last body down close candle right here. That's the old high. So we're really between here and here right now. So if you pull your fib tool here, you'll see from there to there, we just hit 62%. Yeah, 62%. Now we're going to come back up into a premium. So you're above 50 now. So either pop into here and continue down, or back to the order block. So we just popped into there. Now it can drive back down again. And then you're looking for, how come I don't have 70 on my settings here? Ah, it's because that says 75. There you go. 70 puts you right on the money. Or just 65, 70. 70 is right there. Missed the short NASDAQ at 1022. NASDAQ. All NASDAQ at 1022. Sorry, it's taken me a while to get to you there, Lauriston. 1022. Back into here. Look at that. 50% of that range right inside that consolidation or that fair value gap short. It's 10 o'clock open. $15, 17 short. Yeah. He went long on NASDAQ now. You went long off of these, off this swing low here. It's so choppy. Went long on NAS. Watch this one here, Lauriston holding price. That little inversion fair value gap, we just come up to it here. You hit off of it. So we can still fill the rest of this here. There's pockets down here still. Smart money reversal, low risk sell. We could be starting a market maker sell profile here. He just ran these old highs out here. Break market structure, come back to 50%. Continuation on the downside. So, just went long, okay. No, it wasn't Lauriston. It was Mashigo. Sorry about that, Mashigo. Yeah, Nasdaq. I'm still thinking we're a little short here, aiming for here. Unless Lauriston's seeing something I'm not seeing, but he does that sometimes. He picks some losers that I don't see. Well, it's working out for you, Lauriston. If that gives way to the upside, then yeah. There's a lot of liquidity that was just swept there. Oh yeah, good for you. Oh, Lauriston, you rock it, buddy. So we lost this one here now. Now you find the support there. See how the body stops? Open. You ran the 62% of that range. Got stopped out. You got stopped out. I thought you were long. Oh, unless you got stopped out down here, you mean? Oh, it's a good call to 62% of that little range right there. You stop right on that inversion fair value gap on that side. We closed a body right on that inversion fair value gap on that side. It literally froze up on there. Just tagged that one, came back down. Wicks did the damage, come in here, and now we're still inside here. So you want to see this kind of break below here, get back into that, and continue down, running these relative equal lows here, heading back for that liquidity down here. So now we're below this one. And we've been below that one lots. We come back up into it, bodies respecting it. Now I want to see the bottom half of it respected. So we're kind of looking at this guy right here.
When's the nice easy weeks? I've been getting beat up the last 3 weeks here.
I know, eh?
Ever since that one gold trade where it was like 10 lots and it destroyed me,
Right.
it's been downhill since.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or like I have a good trade in London and give it back in New York, or London is, you know, slight positive and then New York is just horrible.
This is the markets, my friend.
Yeah.
It will beat you up.
So, all right, I'm gonna call it a day. Hopefully, London and tomorrow morning will be better.
Okay. Have a good sleep, man.
All right, later.
See ya.
Good luck, everybody.
Thanks. So we're back into the midpoint now, near the midpoint of that thing. How's my buddy Oil doing? Daily crude back to breaker. We might even pop up into that body there, into inversion. There's an inversion fair value gap on this side here. We've come up to the bottom of that support. Now do we continue to roll over and head down into the lower? Smart money reversal, low risk sell, accumulation, distribution. I think we want to get below here. Wow, that's really low. There's a lot of liquidity sitting down here in oil. What's the 4 hour doing? I'll put that right there. All right, let's get back to these guys here. E-mini S&P. I had nothing today, man. It's a pretty there's not very many bodies. Not a lot to work with today. This hourly's got to break this low here. start getting back into here. I want to see this break at this low. So we're going to get through this breaker here first. S&P, NASDAQ. Wow. That's just chewing people up, man. I guess my Shigo's gone. I don't see, I can just see you getting beat up in here a lot more there, Lauriston. I don't have any trade. S&P. Got along on Dow, 832. You got along on Dow. Let me clean these old highs out. Good for you. Where's the locker? There's some good relative equal lows or highs up here, Lauriston, for your a lot of liquidity sitting up there above this 15-minute high. If you can get that, that would be awesome. Marking slow to the upside, so I'm still bearish. So you're still bearish. You mean bearish or bullish? Market's moving slow to the upside, so I'm still bearish. What would be nice is to see this suddenly tip reverse and start driving up and clean these old highs out now. If we look at this and we look at that's regular trading hours. just take that one and open it up. Where are we going here? What's this one? Breaker on the minute. Yeah, I'd like to see that turn into a bull candle now and start running for these equal highs. Take out yesterday's high. I think that's the only one out of the pair that hasn't broken its highs. NASDAQ broke its high. S&P broke its high. Dow hasn't. I'd like to see S&P continue to push for this old high here and the rest of that gap. NASDAQ push for that fair value gap above. And Dow to continue running its just previous day's high and run out the highs, these equal highs here. Oh, there's a delay there. This is why this doesn't look right. They're already above this high here. Hey, delays. Delay. Everything's delayed. All the indices are delayed. Oh, I see. I mostly make trades with quick. Quick moves. Alarm. S&P bullish, strong imbalance. That's 70% retracement. Option trade entry. What's my natural gas doing? Right back there. I want to see that hold there. I don't want to see that one give way. I want to see that one hold. I'm already through the body of that now. Oh no, they're holding that. Okay, I just want to see it continuation on the upside with Dow Jones, which you can't see because this thing's freaking slow. That's why I'm going to keep it over on this guy, so you can see it more without delay. It's the Dow Jones. A lot of equal highs sitting up here. Certainly is patience, I'll tell you. That's the equal highs we're talking about earlier. We have this breaker right here. We want to see hold price. And then I want to see that continue taking out these highs. I like to see this stay open here. Now I'd like to see this kind of thing happen here. If we have here, that brings us right to the top of these equal highs. If this price leg is designed just to take out the total highs there, then back to here, and this would take us right to cleaning out those old highs right there in terms of the next price leg up. So if we just get a return to this fair value gap here, if we don't, if this breaker still holds price, then we'll run those equal highs nicely, and we'll get into the rejection block on that side to the money, to the pip. So that's the bottom of it. Now if we see this one here, hold price, and that's the next price leg up. Consolidation, just swing, take these little lows out here, inside that breaker. We hit right on the bottom of it. I'd like to see again that stay open, and then start driving up through here now. If we don't, the narrative changes to creating another equal high. So wait and see game here. What's Dixie doing? That order block threshold I was mentioning earlier, I want to see that hold, and it's holding. I want to see this give way now because we're between this threshold here and that threshold there. And I want to see that one give way. Well, technically, I guess we're below this candle here now, so you want to see this one hold and this one give up, continue down. Order block, threshold. That one's gone. Seen the order block fair value gap on the NASDAQ. You shorted above these highs here. Off this order block. Oh wait, let me see where you're at here. Yeah. Shorted off this order block inside the fair value gap there. expected it to happen on the Dow or the S&P first. Okay, that one's gone. Well, that's it for me, my friend. Pretty choppy market. Gave back my profits this week, so I got chopped up. I think that'll be it for me for this week. Or tomorrow, I might pop in again tomorrow, see what we got going on. The show will still go on. I will be here tomorrow, see if I can find something to finish off the week. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Wish you guys all the best. Have a great week. And I'll see you again tomorrow if you're going to pop around. Lauriston, good luck with your trade. And I hope that works out for everybody. And we'll talk to you guys soon.